Holy shit, I don't have an intro. Sonic Forces, the most hated Sonic game. Not because it's bad, it's just not a good game. Sonic Forces was a 2017 disaster after the rise of Christ, Sonic Mania. Sonic Forces is just a bad game in general. Sonic Forces does so much wrong and has been stated over and over again. I'm just here to give you a little bit of the good, a little bit of the bad, and a little bit of a death threat. To not spoil you, there's nothing really good about the game. As I'll do in all my reviews, maybe it depends on the substance I take that day. We'll start off with the summary of the story and the flaws and how it could be better, of course. We'll even go over the comics which connect to it, because they're actually relevant, I guess. Then we'll go over the gameplay, which there's not much to talk about, of course, because it's already been said over and over again. And we'll go over the impact of the series as a whole. I am the Game Apologist, and fuck you, Infinite. The story starts off with the episode of Shadow, where he beats the living shit out of Infinite after Omega stops responding. And he calls him pathetic and takes that as him being weak. And he calls him a loser in the Japanese, which I think still doesn't really make sense for Shadow, unless he's just being cocky in front of other people, like he isn't in front of Sonic, I guess. So it doesn't really work like in English or in Japanese, I'm just saying that. We then go to our first section of the comics, which actually takes place before this, where Infinite is on a mission with his crew to attack Eggman. But Eggman finds out about the Phantom Ruby, and then he basically uses it against them without even knowing how the abilities actually work. And then Infinite decides, you know what? Fuck him, I'm gonna go with you, Eggman. I want to be evil now. That origin doesn't make much sense to me, but fucking content, I don't know what the fuck you want me to say. So we then go back to the main game, and we see Eggman standing there menacingly, talking about how we hate Sonic. Yada yada yada. Fucking yeah, shut the fuck up and get on with the story already. God damn! Then we see Sonic in Green Hill for the third time the same fucking year. Happy 25th birthday, Sonic, I guess. And so we see him in Green Hill, where it turns into Sand Hill. I don't understand. What does Eggman attacking the city have to do with there being sand? Why couldn't it be more like turn into metal or something for fuck's sake? Like, it's easy. You literally did it in Sonic CD. What's so hard about doing this, Sega? Fuck. But never mind that. He meets up with Tails and the other animals we've never seen before, now bitching. And as Sonic gets here, he meets Shadow, Zavok, Chaos, and Metal, and Infinite. Oh, and Eggman's there too, I guess. Sonic gets his ass whooped by Infinite and he's knocked out. We then meet Knuckles and the Chaotix. You see, it's canon. The fuck? I love that game. I haven't played it, but I love it. Oh shit, Amy's here too. And Silver, what the fuck? Oh yeah, they explain this in the comics. So basically, Silver has a disturbance in the future, fuck. And came back in time to meet with Knuckles and sees chaos coming out of the Master Emeralds. Knuckles is of course calm and thinks it's fine. He's the protector of the Master Emeralds. But then Knuckles and them just defeat him with fucking ease, and then he comes back later, I don't know. He doesn't do shit in the rest of the game. Why the fuck is he here? I don't know. But I guess it was to see that Eggman could test out the Phantom Ruby against Knuckles and them, because they didn't steal the Master Emerald anyway. So, which is weird. We find out that the Phantom Ruby is stronger than the Master Emerald, which is also shown in Mania, which I'll explain in another video, if you really care. Then we find out that Sonic is dead. I know, fucking dark. And Tails has lost it. Also fucking dark. Great! But, which is a mistranslation when they basically say that Tails is missing. I know it's crazy to have so many mistranslations and it's still a bad story, but it's just a thing you would need to know, at least. We then go to the moment that every Sonic fan hates, where Tails is fixing Omega and Chaos shows up to attack, and Tails just shows off his ass in hopes that he'll take that instead of his fucking life. And then Classic Sonic comes in and fucking kills him in one hit. Why the fuck couldn't you do that? That's a fucking problem. And I know, a lot of people have a problem with this scene, because Tails has been said to beat Chaos 4, which is way stronger than Chaos 0. But there is actually a really good explanation for this that I may also put in another video, because you'll know that I'm making another video because of this video, because I want you to go and watch my other videos because I didn't upload shit yet. But yeah, it's going to be explained in another video, but it makes sense when you follow the context of Sonic Adventure in its original Japanese form. I would say it doesn't fix the whole problem, but it kind of gives a little bit of explanation to it, that's why I bring it up. So then we get the second most confused and hated line in the Sonic franchise, where Tails actually says that classic Sonic is from a quote-unquote different dimension, even though that is also a mistranslation for another video, that actually he is supposed to say world, and in different terms of Japanese it means something else. That's why I want to go in depth. I want to go in depth with his own video. But yeah, he says he's from a different dimension, everyone hates it. Let's continue on. Then they come to find out that Sonic is alive, but has been tortured for months by Eggman. I know, fucking dark. Oh yeah, Sonic fans go crazy on this shit. Sonic is then handcuffed with no damage. What the fuck is the point? Well, he beats Savok and leaves the Death Egg to go back into the Death Egg, and then leaves with the rookie. Oh yeah, there's a rookie that's a custom character. We then find out Silver is fighting Infinite, and the dialogue is so different from Japanese and English. It's so off, but for me it seems mostly the same, but different at the same time. Take a look.
Does anyone but you believe your lies?
It's so weird, I know, but Sonic comes in and saves him, and it seems more like Sonic in the Japanese cutscene. I don't know, I may need a second opinion or two. Put it in a comment, I guess. But it seems different for me. I don't know, it may just be me. We then see Eggman and Infinite talking about a prototype Phantom Ruby as classic Sonic and Tails watch. As Infinite leaves, Eggman sees both of them and he fucking dips, and classic Sonic and Tails fucking chase his ass. And after classic Sonic beats him, they go meet up with Sonic and the rookie and the rest of the gang.
It's been generations since I've seen you!
And yeah, fucking cringe, I know.
It's been generations since I saw you!
Thing is, like, I know everyone hates it. I hate it, but you look at the Japanese and you're just like, what the fuck? Why did you change that? It wasn't clever, and you also just changed him to be from another dimension. So like, why the fuck does that give context to anything? That's maybe another Kim Pendo's problem, but for me, it just seems like stupid fucking writers putting in a stupid ass reference to be like, oh, we're Sonic fans, a heel. So we then transition to find out that Eggman will destroy the world in 3 days, I think. And then we get on to Sonic as he meets Shadow. Shadow, what are you doing here? And so after he gets attacked by Shadow, and he's somehow more of a bitch than Tails in this game, but then Shadow comes in and kicks his ass, and we find out it's a fake. Yay! Why couldn't Sonic just beat his ass? Like, he did it before! And again! In another anniversary game! With the fucking moose! What is hard? We then go back to the rookie, or the OC, or whatever your persona desires. He fights Infinite, and fucking has a flashback to Sonic saying this.
Keep going! Don't let your fear own you!
When I first heard it in Japanese, it seems so Sonic to me. But then when you hear it in English, it's kind of the same, but it still doesn't really give me that Sonic vibe, if you know what I mean, I guess. Of course, Sonic and the rookie defeat Metal Sonic, and then Eggman and Infinite run away to think of their next most devastating, unforgettable plan. And Infinite does this, of course, this thing probably through the whole game where he's like, why are we running? Because I'm not a bitch. Like, you are a bitch, get out. So Sonic and Tails meet up with Eggman on Metropolis Highway, and Eggman sends Sonic and the rookie into null space. He names it himself in the Japanese, which they don't put in the English, which is like kind of weird because it's kind of cool that like these new areas Eggman is finding out, he's making the names for him as he is a scientist and stuff. But then we go in there, Sonic and his rookie fucking boost out of the fucking thing in 10 seconds. Like, or 10 minutes, like a minute, barely. I don't fucking know, it did not take that long. And so they just get out of there, and then they go back to the normal level, and they fucking escape. Yay. So we then go to the climax of this whole game. So Knuckles and the Freedom Fuckers go into a fight with Eggman's clones, but Infinite gets mad and makes the sun appear to kill them all, which everyone thinks is an illusion, and it may have to do with the dub for real. I don't think that has to do with the game. Knuckles says, "Is it fake?" in the Japanese, and Tails also says, "No, we are in control of the Phantom Ruby, so it is real to them and will kill them," in the Japanese version. Which is similar to the English, so I don't know where this illusion thing is coming from, but I may be wrong. But the Rookie stops it, and Sonic and the Rookie beat up Infinite's ass with ease, and then he bitches. Then we see Eggman use the Phantom Ruby to control the Death Egg robot, so Sonic, Classic Sonic, and the Rookie can have their ultimate match. All the multiple clones were defeated and Classic Sonic leaves, thank fucking God.
Cheer up, Tails. I'm sure we'll run into him again.
Oh fucking no, I don't want you back in another game for a fucking year. 20 tops. So then we finally end the game with Sonic and the Rookie going their separate ways and going on their own adventures for the next Sonic game. I feel like the story has so much potential. With Eggman kind of taking over the world and everything, you had so many creative abilities with it. Like when I was watching Sunset City's podcast on YouTube, the Game Apologist literally said that that's what it should have been about. Literally, Sonic Forces should have been every classic and modern Sonic final boss battle as every level, basically making it a hard mode, which I think would have worked theme-wise and also would work with the game progressing with the Sonic CD impact in mind, where after Eggman is slowly taking over the world, we see the world get more and more roboticized over time. And I would have loved to see that and make it be more emphasis on a hard mode like Crash Bandicoot 4, which I actually haven't, I beat it, but I haven't 106%ed it yet because why the fuck would I do that? And I did stream it on Twitch, but it's also gone. I never saved it. I couldn't make a review with that gameplay. I probably have to get a new one because didn't get to save a VOD, didn't have a laptop and shit. Go follow me on Twitch. Yeah, do that. Yeah, go follow me on Twitch. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing some other games there. I may do Sonic Unleashed again, even though I already played it. But I'm planning on doing Doki Doki Literature Club. So if you want to see me play that game on consoles, then I will play that there. So go and follow me there. In my opinion, I think they should have changed Sonic and Tails' characteristics. Maybe even make them totally different to affect them with the changes in the world. Like with Eggman taking over and everything. Like what Splash Dash said.
Can I just mention how out of character our main characters are in this game? And that could have worked entirely in its favour. Knuckles is now this super serious general of the army. Amy is almost like a tech girl, taking over the role of Tails using computers and such. Team Chaotix are doing like infiltration work and Rouge is like a proper spy. Again, this is so out of character, but I don't think that was intentional. They could have reworked this entirely in their favour by implying that it's the 6 months passing that's caused this change. We could have seen how each character adapted before. Maybe Tails is a little more jaded after the loss of Sonic, and is squarely focused on getting his revenge on Eggman. How about you even like change up the character appearances to reflect this war, instead of having Amy be in this bright pink dress? Or giving Vector his gold chain and fucking headphones. I recall one of the driving factors behind Sonic Boom being that Sega wanted more variety in the marketing of the Sonic characters, since you can only really make an action figure out of the same character a couple times before it starts getting a bit boring. So how about giving the main cast updated appearances for this one game? That would have been cool to see, and it would have justified the sudden change in character motivation and personalities.
I think it makes sense to keep that darker tone. It would make so much more sense with the darker tone they were going for. And of course it would even make sense for toys instead of doing the Dragon Ball thing of giving Sonic a new transformation to sell toys in this area, which just make different outfits, because different outfits clearly makes more sense in this, because like you want to keep it fresh. And that also makes sense for the story with the characters changing. Like, this story has no sense of direction, to be honest. If it wants to be dark, let it be dark. If it wants to be for the fans, let it be for the fans. Like, just pick already. Like, the only reason they're not picking the correct way is because the current writer for Sonic got people who don't know how to do Sonic. So, in my opinion, I think the Rookie has no characteristics to its customization. It's not a bad, it still has good customization for him. He can be a wolf or whatever other animal you need. They have plenty of costumes. But but I feel like they should have added a little bit more animals, and they should have given a little bit more unique abilities to kind of give us a thing of, oh yeah, we're playing as this different character who isn't Sonic, Tails, Shadow, or Ryu. They have their own unique abilities, but they're mostly relying on the Whisk, which should not be here at all. But using the Whisker was kind of a cool idea, but why are they here? It doesn't make sense story-wise, but they're here anyway, so we have to kind of deal with it. On to the gameplay. I feel like the game is just not a Sonic game. It feels like the better of the gameplay than any Sonic game before or after. Yes, even 06 and Boom. Well, probably not because they're rushed. It's not Sonic at all. It ignores the boost formula in general, and to test this out, I played Sonic Unleashed in its entirety with a friend. It's so dramatically different for so many reasons, but let's start off with the boost. The boost is the best part of the boost formula. It's fast paced, and you get to gain a lot of momentum just from when you go through the stage right away. It's very great learning experience and shows off the speed of Sonic in a great way, not showing through momentum, in my opinion. And in Generations, they take it to a greater extent by fixing it and tightening it up, but also messes it up in certain places, but it's not the majority. It was overall going in a great direction for the boost formula, but Forces had to ruin it. To be honest, running is the same pace and doesn't get any better no matter how much you know the levels. It's so simple it ruins the point of having it, and it takes away the linear pathways that's known in every Sonic game up to this point. Except Lost World, that's just Mario Galaxy with no substance. There's really no alternate pathways except for one level which is totally different. There's no substance even in that level, and it bothers me. And let's go off the boost for now. How Sonic controls is just crap. It's just fucking Lost World gameplay with the boost filter over it. There's this thing Ellis Mark, Splash Dash, Splash Dash was subscribed, found out about Lost World. When you walk forward, it's way faster, and when you go left to right, it stops and goes at a slower pace, explaining why it's crap for platforming. And what's the point of changing it? It's literally fine in Generations. I think the only problem with the boost formula in past games is the platforming, which I think can be fixed. Let's say, for an idea, if they remaster Sonic Adventure and the gameplay is great, it would be a perfect way to integrate into the boost formula. Make the boost kind of a challenge mode in the main game. It should kind of make the game more balanced, fast-paced gameplay. It will work so well. I don't fully know how it will work in this situation, to be honest. Maybe I'll explain in another video, that would be fun. To me, I feel like the boost formula can work in so many ways, they just need to think. I feel like it being there will make the game more of a hard mode or a speedrun mechanic. I heard sometimes we talk about how the boost formula being these big 3D areas and kind of only centering it in a hallway kind of level isn't really appreciated by a lot of Sonic fans. I feel like I can understand where it's coming from, but I really do like this kind of gameplay. And I feel like with Unleashed, when I played that game, it was very beautiful, but I understand you have problems with it. But I do see there is a lot of exploration in the world and a lot of different pathways you could do, and also adding more things for platforming, which would make it better with the boost. But enough about the actual gameplay, we got it. The gameplay we have now is Lost World, and it sucks. It doesn't work for platforming and or boosting. It's so poorly done, it hurts. If you maybe gave them more different ways of emphasizing the need for the boost and platforming in general, it would work probably way better. I feel like for the custom character, he has a lot already that's kind of good, but he seems like a Sonic clone. I feel like it would be way better if you gave him more different animals and gave those animals more of a unique ability to give to them that can correlate with Sonic and Tails, who have these much more better abilities than he does, or she does, whoever one you pick. And last but not least, I would like to say, forget the custom character, just make it a Sonic, Tails, and Shadow game. The story literally calls for him to have a game all together, and the only reason why I say Shadow 2 is because Izuka did say Shadow would have a bigger part in the story, which he didn't, so I don't know why he said that. But I feel like Sonic and Tails and Shadow would have been the main gameplay mechanics you should have worked on, and would have worked so perfectly for the story. It would have made so much more sense in my opinion. Now, let's finish this off with the final subject of this video, the impact it had on the franchise. I don't know what you really want me to say, it's still going on to this day, but we can sum it up for everything that happened up till now. Well, first we got some Sonic YouTubers who have, of course, made crap about it, and then of course gave flack for it, so we can always put that in its own thing. Now onto the video games, which will actually talk about the mobile version of Sonic Forces, which is actually still going on to this day and is still being updated, with during the Sonic Central event actually announcing a Supersonic variant, which I'm pretty sure may be behind a paywall, just like how they did in the console version. And if I'm wrong, editor, tell me. Thank you. We also did get Team Sonic Racing, which didn't really give Sega that much money marketing wise, and it didn't give them much story or anything else wise. It was a fun game, but it was pretty much taken over by Crash Bandicoot Tag Team Racing, which came out the exact same year, so you didn't really get anything from that. And now the final thing I'll probably talk about in this video, the IDW comics, which actually is the best marketing for Sonic that we've had in a while. Actually, like, Tangled and Wisp are becoming great characters, and just for like how good the comics are, I'd recommend watching the Game Apologist, as he has just finished the Metal Virus as far as I'm recording this. But besides that greatness, we have Sonic Colors, which is being remastered. In my opinion, it's really overhyped, and the Classic Collection, which is fine, I guess, and a new game that goes by Leaks, which I'll do in another video in the future maybe. Well, that about sums up Sonic Forces and how everything around it is pretty alright. Alright, I'll see you later. Oh wait, I forgot to talk about music. It's fine. No big problems. Some of the songs are remixes and the rest are fine. The Egg Dragoon vs. Classic Sonic is the best in the game. Prove me wrong. And now we're done with the video. Sheesh! It almost took me a month to write this. I hope it comes out good at least. Since I don't have an outro at the end, good. I said random noise was a fucking thing. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Up and down.